Hello, my name is Kobe Mattis, and today I'm going to be analyzing two core themes, memory and identity, through the novel The Deep. The story follows an underwater society descended from enslaved African women who were victims of a slave trade who were thrown overboard during the Middle Passage. The story focuses on how the novel explores memory and identity. Memory in the novel is not just persona, it's a collective burden carried by the one individual who is Yitu. Yitu is the village historian who carries the burden of the injustice and histories of her people. We carry the memories of a Wajinru, so we do not have to. This shows how memory is treated as both necessary and painful. It preserves the history, especially of Yitu's people, but it also creates emotional suffering of Yitu, almost unjustly. Identity in the novel is deeply connected to history. The main character struggles between being an individual and fulfilling a role that the entire community benefits from, which is, again, carrying that weight of trauma and burdens from the slave trade times. I'm not only myself, I'm all of us. This was a quote by Yitu that reveals how identity is not freely chosen. It is shaped by inherited trauma and experiences, and expectations. In conclusion, both the deep and the ones who walk away from Omelas use fantasy settings to explore real-world suffering and moral responsibility. However, the deep focuses on collective memory and inherited trauma, while the Omelas focuses on a society that benefits from ignoring the suffering of a single child. For example, the Deep uses an underwater society to represent the history of slavery, while the Omelas use a single suffering child to represent hidden injustice. Overall, both texts show that ignoring suffering has consequences, but the Deep especially argues that confronting memory is necessary to form identity